Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Anika and I want to show you all the books that I have received in the last 2 months, y'all. I started in December collecting books because I wanted to get back into reading. And so y'all, now I can show you all the books that I have collected over the last 2 months. So if you would like to see this exciting video, y'all stay tuned. If y'all want to be a part of Anika's creative plans, click that red subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of my uploads. Comment below because I love to hear from you, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, y'all. Let's go! Excited, y'all. I'm really excited because I have all these books to show y'all. Now, I did a video already showing you what I read in December and what I read in January. So these are the books that I read. So make sure y'all go and check these videos out. It was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan's awesome writer Brittany Cherry. This was the Holidays. Great book. Make You Sing by Mimi Grace. Alexander House is Gold. Holding is by Alexander House. And of course, Brittany Cherry, the mixtape. I'm excited, y'all. I've really been obsessed with buying books. I've been looking at BookTube videos. I am loving everybody's content. I just love it, and I had to start reading my books, y'all, because it was therapy for me. I needed another outlet. Planning is one of my outlets because I love doing it. I love creating stickers for my business, Anika's Creative Closet. I love anything creative, okay? So now, as we are getting into reading, which is the creative mind, I'm fascinated, y'all. The biggest books that I really like, honestly, is romance, right? And so I'm getting to learn new words like rom-com, all of those, like romantic comedies for that. And I had to really get into this, right? Like D and F, I had to know what that was because a lot of people was talking about it. I had to know what they were talking about. So I'm like, all these acronyms I have to remember. I have to remember acronyms what my daughter and them talks about, acronyms when I'm reading, acronyms when it comes to planners, all these acronyms, right? So I'm learning, yeah. So I just got this book in today, Love and Other Words, a New York bestseller by Christina Lauren. I never heard of this author, but look at the cover, y'all. Look at that cover. This is a dynamic love story. I was watching one of the booktubes, y'all, tubers. I can't remember her name. I watch her all the time and I can't think of her name. She was sharing all the books that she wanted to read in February. So she was just talking about this book and I was like, ooh, maybe I should get this book as well. So it's a love story, right? So I decided to get it. Am I going to read it in February? I may. So that is something that I might read in February. Let me tell you what I'm reading now. I am reading Kennedy Ryan's Long Shot, a hoop novel. So I wanted to go back to reading a Kennedy Ryan's book, and so I just lost my space, y'all, my place in the book, because I put a marker in there and it just fell out. And you know, I heard a lot about this book, and it's a series, so it's a long shot. Also, you have, let me see what else, Kennedy Ryan. Oh, these are the other 2 books. You have Hook Shot and you have Block Shot. So these are part of a series, and I love the covers of these. So I'm starting off with Long Shot, and for the month of February. So I might read like one every month. I probably won't read it back to back. And it's about Iris and August. So I have read some of it already. It does have a content warning. She started reading this book in response to a young woman whose journey with domestic violence. So I know that this is what dealing with domestic violence was played out in the media without much care and compassion. I write when I have something to say, and I know I shouldn't say it from a place of judgment and hypothetical. So I started talking with women who had walked the path. After interviewing many survivors, conducting a ton of research, and doing a lot of soul searching, I hope I understand better. I hope I write this story from a place of grace and compassion that wouldn't have been possible without the generosity and the vulnerability of those with whom I spoke. With that said, this story contains graphic depictions of intimate partner violence not involving the hero. Please read reviews for guides and take care of yourself. So I wanted to read this book because I heard it was a really good read, and I love when authors put real life events and real life messages in their book, and Kennedy Ryan does an amazing job. I kind of looked at Before I Let Go. I now have a really appreciation for therapy, and that was something that I kind of battled with, whether I should go to therapy or what, but I got or should or should not go to therapy. But I love how she depicts the therapy part in Before I Let Go. So I wanted to read this book, and I think it's a good read for me. So this is my first read for actually February. Even though I started January 30th, I just didn't want to go without reading a book for 2 days. So this is the book that I'm reading now, Long Shot. So I might just go ahead and I probably would do the other two maybe March and then in April. So that's what I plan on doing. So I started that last night, and so we got the Hook Shot and the Block Shot by Kennedy Ryan. Let's see if we have some more Kennedy Ryan books up here. I do. So I have another series with Kennedy Ryan. I'm missing one, but it's coming. It's coming, I think, next week. So we have the Kingmaker. It's about power, passionate betrayal. And so we have the Rebel King. I don't know which one comes first, y'all, to be honest with you. It's a romance book, of course, by Kennedy Ryan. So I don't know which one. And I know the other one is the Queen or something. So I want all three of these, and then I love the cover of these books. So I'm waiting on the Queen, and I'm trying to see which one comes first. I'm not sure. We talked about Mimi Grace. Let's talk about, let me see if I got any more by Kennedy Ryan. No, I don't. So remember the book that I read in January? I read this in January by Mimi Grace, and it's Make a Scene, a novel. So I went on to see if she had any other books, and she does. She has What a Match, meticulously and driven, Gwen Gilmore knows what she wants, especially in a man. But the dating scene is slow and unserious, and she realized she may need some professional help, a matchmaker, to be more specific. Nothing will distract her from finding the perfect on-paper boyfriend, except maybe her brother grumpy best friend. Anthony Woods has had a crush on his best friend's sister since the day he met her, and he managed the unfortunate affection by keeping his distance. However, that gets complicated when he temporarily moves into her house. Oh, juicy. How they connect and grow closer. Will Gwen stick to the dating plan outlined by the professionals, or admit when it comes to love, there's no right way to fall? Yo, I might have to change up. I'm not, but oh my gosh, I want to read this now. Oh my goodness, what a match. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is by Mimi Grace. What a Match. I already read Make a Scene, which is, I love that book. I love that book. Let's see. Take a Hike. I got Take a Hike. I don't know if this is part of a series or not. I'm not sure. Falling in Love is an uphill battle. Day by day, life has grown stale for Raven Coleman, who prefers to fly by the seat of her pants. So when she unexpectedly inherits an outdoor recreation and tour company in a charming small town, it's the shakeup she has been hoping for. Instead of selling the business right away, Raven steps in as a boss for the summer to determine if it's a position she'll like to hold long term. Unfortunately, her presence is not well received by the staff. Y'all know Silas, the hard-headed instructor, archery instructor, my bad. Okay, so Silas, you're going to get it together because we don't have time. Once had a big dream, but life got in the way. Now he's making the most of his situation. That is until the bubbly Raven kind of shakes up his plans to buy Mountaintop Adventures. The two butt heads immediately. Of course, you know we got to butt heads before we fall in love with each other, right? But attraction and rapport soon soften their exchanges. Could they actually keep their opposing goals and professional line intact? Or is love a force too strong to ignore? Ah! Y'all, look at this cover. I love it. Look. I love it. Take a Hike, a novel by Mimi Grace. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm the love person. I love. Y'all, Along for the Ride is a novel, and this is by Mimi Grace as well. The road to love may have few speed bumps. When Jolene offers to help her sister and brother-in-law move half across the country, she didn't foresee the last-minute changes that would leave her making the journey with the one person she can't stand. Of course, we don't like you at first. We got to get to know you. We butt heads in opposite of tracks. So Jason is similar about driving with the women he publicly argued with 5 years ago at his best friend's wedding. Pigs would fly before they get along. But a lot of things can happen in 16 hours, especially when a car problem, unplanned pit stops, chemistry are involved. One of the dusty settles after their trip. Can these two stubborn people successfully navigate the unexpected feelings that follow close behind? Or would they hit a roadblock before reaching happily ever after? Y'all, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for Mimi Grace. So I will probably read these. I probably will read What a Match after that. So hopefully I can still read 4 books, but I know I'm going to read Mimi Grace's book, that book in February. So let's keep moving. Y'all, also purchased Drunken Love. Majority of these books I got from other booktubers or my aunt or my cousin or somebody like, you know. But I'm not gonna really go over all of these. But I just don't know what to do. But I heard this from another YouTuber, Drunk on Love. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Needs some relief from the stress of running her family winery. Either Luke, sexy, charming, and the best of all in the two small worlds of Napa, a stranger promising to be the perfect one-night stand she never have to see again. That is until Luke walks in the next morning as the newest hire, and when the attraction still bubbling between them, Margaret is finding it a challenge to keep things purely professional. Okay, y'all. Okay, I might have to read it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go on because I Kennedy. So I found out that this book is good, The Graham Effect, and I ordered this because the booktuber Larry, oh y'all, if y'all have not seen her videos, I love her videos. She'll be like, hello my besties. I just love how she get on and just talks. I love her, and it's like she's always in my head. Hello besties. But anyway, it's about Gigi. Has 3 goals: qualify for the women's national hockey team, so this is about hockey as well as the other Alexander House, about hockey as well. And I definitely want to read this book. Win Olympic gold, step out of the famous father's shadow. So far so good, except for 2 things: find little things and bumpy big grumpy thing she needs to improve her game behind the net, and she needs help from Luke Ryder. Gigi and Luke Ryder. So we'll see. We will definitely see what's going on about the chemistry and all that in The Graham Effect. So that is another book that I got. So that is now I heard about Lucy's books, about Lucy's score. I got The Things We Hide from the Light, The Things We Never Got Over, and The Things We Left Behind. So I was watching Larry, of course, when I first started getting back into reading books. She was talking about these books, and I was like, let me read these. And you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, the Lucy score, which one was good, which one that they didn't really give a 4 or 3 star to or whatever. But I wanted to read these. I probably will read these in the summer because they're more thicker, and I have more time in the summer than I have like right now. But let's go on. Oh, I also got another Ellie Kennedy book, and that's The Deal. And so she also have the other books, off-campus series, The Mistake, The Score, The Gold, The Legacy. The Deal, I definitely want to read this. Larry was saying that this is a really good book. And so it's also about hockey as well. Is to play professional hockey after graduation. And I think this is dealing with college or whatever, but I still want to read it. I still want to read it because I heard this was a good book. Okay, so next I have, okay, so when I first started in January, I was reading a book, right? And it's called He's My Thug, I'm His Piece. So I got this book, right? Teresa Reese. I got the second book. So this is what I do. And I got a third book. Now, I started reading the first book. I DNF it already. I just feel like it's just funny seeing it. I did not finish this book, okay? And not saying that it wasn't good or whatever. It's just right now I can't read it. I thought it's a romance book, but it's talking about a pastor of a church. Also, he's a thug, and she comes from a well-rounded family, but right now I'm just not gonna read these 3. I heard from, I'm sorry, a plane is going overhead, and I don't know if y'all can hear that, but anyway. So I wasn't recommended by any booktuber on here. I was looking at Amazon, and a lot of people gave this, no, was I on Amazon? I think I was on Amazon, and people gave this like a 4 stars. Some of them was 4.5 stars, saying that this was a good series, and I wanted to read it, but I don't think that I'm going to read it right now. That's all I can say. I stopped reading the first one, so I'm back to my other books. So I also got this book, You Make It Feel Like Christmas. So I think that I'm going to read this probably in July. But I wanted to get some holiday books for Christmas, but I ended up reading only one holiday book because I started with Before I Let Go, and I wanted to really really get to, I don't know what I was trying to say. I really wanted to read a lot of Christmas books, but Before I Let Go, I started with that, and then holidays, and by the time, I didn't really have time to read a whole lot because I was sick in the month of December. And so basically I was home, and I just didn't feel like it. Like, I could not keep my eyes open whatsoever. So I had that bug that was going around, I guess. So I don't know. So we got this by Talia Hilbert. So we got Get It Life, Chloe Brown. Get a Life, Chloe. I heard that these are good books. At Your Age, Eva Brown. And Take a Hint, Danny Brown. So I really don't know what these books are about, honestly. I just know that a lot of people said these books were good. I'm in a book club, not club, but Facebook group. And they talk about all the books they've read and whatever, and so a lot of people recommended these books, and so I will definitely do videos on them or whatever. Now this book right here, oh, I got another Kennedy Ryan. I'm sorry, I do have another Kennedy Ryan book. The Real, no, it's just Real. Honestly, I heard this was a really good book, so I wanted to read it, and I don't know when I will get to it, but I just wanted to show you all the books that I have, but that's another one. And believe me, I have some more coming in for Kennedy Ryan. We got The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo Taylor Jenkins Reid. Have y'all read this book? My cousin, one of my friends on Facebook, posted that she read this book and it was really good. So I said that I was going to start this in January, but I ended up, I really wanted to read Kennedy Ryan's book, so I probably will read this one soon. I'm not sure yet. So I heard that it was really good, so if you read this book, let me know. So my aunt, no, was it this one? I think this is the one. Yankee, Where's Your Husband by Lizzie Blackburn. So my aunt, I think, recommended this book. No, yeah, my aunt recommended this book. So I haven't heard anything about it. She just said it was good, so I decided to pick it up. I have not heard anything about this book at all. She just said it was on the bestsellers list. So she's from Nigeria, and so I just want to read it, and so I'll tell y'all more about it. Now this is another book that was recommended to me by one of my friends, Nayoka. The Heavens and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. She is reading this book, or probably finished it by now, and she said this was a good read. I have not opened it up to read anything, to tell y'all anything about it, but James McBride wrote this book, and I heard it was really good. So just check this book out as well. I got another book by Brittany Cherry. I'm so excited. After 15 years together, he walked away from me and into the arms of another. I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know how to exist without him by my side. And all I wanted was for him to come back to me. Then Jackson Emery appeared. He was supposed to be a distraction for my mind, a summer fling, a confident boost to my bruised heart. We were perfect for one another because we both knew we wouldn't last. Jackson didn't believe in commitment, and I no longer believed in love. He was too close off for me, and I was too damaged for him. Everything was fine until one night my heart skipped a beat. I didn't expect him to make me laugh, to make me think, to make me sadness somewhat disappear. When our time was up, my heart didn't know how to walk away. Each day I prayed for my husband to love me again, yet slowly my prayers began to shift towards the man who wasn't right for me. I prayed for one more smile, one more kiss, one more laugh, one more touch. I prayed for him to be mine, even though I knew his heart wasn't destined to love. Y'all, Brittany Cherry. I gotta get some of her books. I love the back of her books. So the rest of the books I got, from, this is a small book. I didn't realize this, but this is The Build Up. I heard that this was good. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna read the back of it, but I will come on and, talk about it or whatever, about some of these books. Forget Me Not, Julie Soto. So I heard that this was good. This is about she is a wedding planner who doesn't believe in marriage, but weddings, right? They're amazing, but she doesn't believe in marriage. So and then Elliot Bloom is a florist who hates owning a floral shop. So she's a wedding planner who doesn't like, that's funny, right? Who doesn't believe in marriage, but he's a florist who hates having a floor. So of course when they get together, right? They once upon a time they collabed on an event by day and by night. And so y'all, I think this is gonna be a good read, but I heard that this was a good book, so I wanted to get it. If I Never Met You, I don't know how to say the first name of Farland. The first name is M-H-A-I-R-I. If I Never Met You, it's a novel. It's about fake love. Is this easy? How do you know when it's real? So this is the cover of that one. I don't know if it's McFarlane. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. She's from Scotland. So I heard this book was really good, so I wanted to read it. She also wrote Don't You Forget About Me. Honey and Spice. Honey and Spice is another Bula Babaloa. I think that's how you say her name. So I heard that this was a good read too. My cousin said that she liked the book, and then I've seen some other people said they liked the book. But I also heard about this author, Frida McFadden, in the group that I'm a part of on Facebook, saying that all her books are good. The only one that I got right now was The Housemaid. And my daughter was like, Mom, just buy one book. If you like the first book, then get the second, whatever. You have to stop buying all these books. And I was like, I can't, because some of the authors are really, really light, and some of the people that have recommended some of the books, I believe, like, they're good. So not all, but majority. Every last one of them that I read so far has been amazing. Okay, so this is The Housemaid. So if you read some of these books, let me know what books you have read. I don't know why I got Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. I don't know what this is about. The classic story that's captured the hearts of billions worldwide. California Gold Country, 1850. Now, I don't know why. A time when a man sold their soul for a bag of gold and women sold their bodies for a place to sleep. Angel expects nothing from men but betrayal. Sold into prostitution as a child, she survived by keeping her hatred alive. And what she hates most are the men who use her, leaving her empty and dead inside. Then she meets Michael, a man who seeks his father's heart in everything. Michael obeyed God's call to marry Angel and to love her unconditionally. Slowly, day by day, he defies Angel every bitter expectation until, despite her resistance, her frozen heart begins to thaw. Oh my gosh, I'm like, But with her unexpected softening comes overwhelming feeling of unworthiness and fear. And so Angel runs back to the darkness, away from her husband pursuing love, terrifying of the truth she no longer can deny. Her final healing must come from the one who loves her even more than Michael does, the one who will never let her go, and that's God. A powerful retelling of the story of Gomer and Hosea redeeming love is a life-changing story of God's unconditional redemption and all-consuming love. Oh, so I don't know how I came up to purchase this book. I don't know if I got this off of the group that I'm in, that they talked about this, but kind of see what it's all about. I'm gonna read this book and see what it's all about. But y'all, I have gotten a lot of books, right? I'm so excited to get into reading. I don't know what I'm gonna read in the month of January. I just know one, and that's the book by Kennedy Ryan. And so I hope that y'all enjoy me showing y'all all the books that I have right now. And so y'all, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.